Hey everybody, welcome back. We're on to Ila Rojo now, with the Capitalist Island. So I've got on my other monitor here, the list of all the things the capitalists like. Let's go over that real quick. They like it when you build airports, banks, custom offices, every industrial building but the pharmaceutical company, although they don't dislike that. Mansions, offices, and supermarkets, so much easier to work with this. There's no building they dislike. However, they don't like agricultural subsidies, and they don't like social security, weirdly enough. In fact, they hate that. So, let's see how this island goes. I'm a little bit worried about how voting is going to go for this one, because you don't tend to get as many capitalists as communists, and this will probably piss off the communists.
The prince is safe, and the crown has given me a second island. Furthermore, thanks to the pirate king, we have enough gold to make our move against Leon Kane. Professor Zweistein warns me we should be very careful not to make any drastic changes to the timeline. Otherwise, we will lose our best weapon, the knowledge of what is to come. I reassure him I am always careful. I have settled on a simple plan. We'll prevent Cayo de Fortuna and Bao Bao from gaining independence. The repercussions of this small change will be a serious hindrance to Leon's plans in the future.
Weren't they trying to do that to us, though?
Governor, I understand you bear a grudge against the governor of Cayo de Fortuna and Bao Bao. This calls for a little competition, my good fellow.
Is this gonna end up being a thing that both of the timelines are correct and happen simultaneously? Alright, well, I have 10 years before other colonies become independent, so I have a time limit. That's actually not so bad.
Greetings, old...
Let's get our trade going, though. Now, it's really easy to do the edicts that make the capitalists happy. There is only one edict they like, which is no free lunch, so that's easy. Okay, I don't want to sell logs, although I might have to. Cocoa. Yeah, I want to get a cocoa one going fast, because that's a huge money maker. Oh, this is perfect. We can have quite a few of them early on. Want 2 of them right there. And let's make sure that I have this planned out. Well, there's a gold mine right there. I guess this is just to make sure that if you were to have picked this map first, you don't screw yourself over. Let's get a lot of plantations early. Especially sugar ones, because they boost the productiveness of all other plantations in the area. Did I place that one weirdly? I didn't. Okay. First I thought I did. That would have been annoying. Oh wow, this is a really good area for cocoa and pretty much nothing else. Okay, we'll do that. Ugh. Okay, we won't do that, because it won't let me put a road there. We'll do that, and have the road be here. That's annoying. And I'd like to have a road going around the back of these whenever possible.
The severe undergarment shortage has halted His Majesty's military campaign. How are we expected to conquer both the North and South Poles without warm undergarments for our soldiers?
Alright, llamas. Almost said llamas, which would be weird. Although, that's probably why they're named that now that I think about it. Let's get 1 for now. I will be getting more later. And we'll also get cattle. And because we need so many raw resources, pigs would be wise, because they get you a lot of meat, which is a lot of money. And goats. I actually want a few goats, because they will increase the production of the plantations in the area. Let's also get some of this area explored. And housing will be a little bit easier here, because we have the wonderful luxury of being able to get mansions right from the very beginning, and mansions are loved by the capitalists. And I kind of like using them too. Alright, no free lunch. This is a capitalist society. However, extra rations does not conflict with that at all. Wealth tax does, can't do wealth tax. They'd be pretty happy about tax cuts. Not that a tax cut right now matters very much. Disaster relief fund. Just in case. All around, I think that this is a pretty good plan. Let's get Llama Ranch on high priority. I'd like to upgrade that. We also need a quick library. And we will need a Catholic mission at some point. Because I'm reading ahead here, it says that they do not like atheist state. They like secular state. I'll put that there for now, but I will be tearing that down later. There we go.
Great jumping llamas, Presidente. I mean, Governor. A shipment of gold has arrived.
Huh. Well, that was nice. Alright. Let's get some wharfs going. Fish, 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 fish. We have a lot of fish up here we can get. Sweet. Start selling that. There we go. Have some roads along here as well. There we go. Don't want them too close because I don't want to block off the potential of docks. So I do need to be careful about those roads. You can, of course, just replace them later, but it's a pain in the ass. So, we haven't really scouted out this island yet. We have a good amount of room over here, actually. I'm pretty happy with that.
Technological progress.
Library! And... you know what? I kind of like this island. I feel like I have a lot more room on this island than I do on the other one.
His Royal Majesty has instructed...
Mandate. Alright, another high priority one is the library. And our mandate's at 5 years, so we're looking pretty solid right now, although I'd like to get my technology going as fast as possible. Right, can't upgrade them yet. I think I'll probably put my first upgrading, or my first manager for upgrading in... Hold on, I want a road there. I think I want my first upgraded manager, that's what they're called. I want my first manager probably in the pig ranch. So I don't have bananas yet. Right? I don't have bananas, right? I do have bananas. Ah, fuck it. We'll have more bananas. We do need to export raw stuff. Cocoa, we need coffee. Maybe up here will be better for coffee. It looks like it would be. Well, what else can we get here? Can we get cotton anywhere around here? I really like cotton. Apparently that's a good spot, kind of. It does lose a little bit because of the beach there. We'll need an extra cotton thing. That should help make up for it. Pineapple. Ooh, this is a good area for pineapples. And... tobacco. Gonna need a lot of resources for all of the industry we're gonna have later, if this is gonna be the capitalist island. Although we will have a lot of industry on both islands, I think. However, the capitalists in particular like whenever you make an industrial building. Alright. This is going well. So I'm gonna put the foreman in there and up the budget all the way. Once we get some educated people coming in, they'll work the library. And we'll be getting a lot of research points from that, which is nice, because research points kind of help a little bit, believe it or not. Right now the problem, though, is just we have so many things to build all at once. We've really kick-started our economy, though. As soon as those things get running, we'll be filthy rich. There.
His Majesty's military campaign is not going well. The Scots, with their fancy kilts, are rampaging through both poles unopposed. We need more undergarments, now!
Alright. Let's export some wool, then. We are getting wool. Although, I'd like to get a little faster. So we've already got cocoa going. Good. I want to upgrade that as soon as possible. Because those cocoa farms are big money makers.
Oh, Presidente, I forgot how slow these colonial ships are. Exporting goods will take forever.
Yep. We need some docks. Let's get those started. Oh, docks. You're one of the best things in the game. That'll get us a bunch of illiterate colonists, which will help fill up all the jobs that we're opening with all these plantations.
Presidente, as you know, it is your will alone that keeps Tropico together. Without you, the entire island would crumble to dust and be lost forever.
Okay, so we're gonna get another heir. I don't think we have a military one. Let's do arm wrestling competition.
As the heir was born, all animals became quiet. A light shone through the skies, and La Chupacabra herself went to the crib and bowed to the infant. At least, that is what we will write in the history books.
Okay, General looks useless. Landlord looks like it could be good, especially in the long run. But mining and oil depletes 10% slower. You know what? Landlord. Oh, we finally got our first male child. Oh, that's amazing. Oh my god. That's amazing. I'm not changing a thing about you. Coronado, let's play. Take two. Coronado, let's play. Man, can we get... Actually, you know what? Can we give him some sunglasses? Fuck yeah. Yeah, we're going with that. Holy shit. That's amazing. The landlord. We have a lot of money. Let's just upgrade him. Well, it goes up 1% from that. Nothing's stopping us. There we go. We had so much Swiss account left over that he is now max level. All residential constructions are 10% cheaper. Now's a good time to get him, too. Since, you know, we're making new colonies. We're gonna have to build all kinds of new houses. So, there we go. Our ridiculously expensive mansions are 10% cheaper.
The revolution is a struggle.
Tavern! I was building one anyway. Grocer Tavern is now high priority. So,
Great news. Whilst
plantation upgrade, right. How goes... unemployment. No one's unemployed. Good. We can upgrade these now. Ah, need more money. Forgot, kind of important. What's the effectiveness on this, though? Nearly 200, just needs more people working there. Good. Increase building revenue. That'll make a lot.
Thanks to your efforts.
Educated.
great jumping llamas, Presidente. I mean, Governor.
More
A
gold.
shipment of gold has arrived.
Huh. So it's just the pirates are coming during the night with boats full of dough and brought back a portion of the gold we paid ransom for the prince. So we're just getting a return on our money from the other island. Huh. Weird. Wonder why they decided to do that. Maybe they just
Someone
thought this
stole
mission
my
would be
manuscript
harder?
and published it.
So they thought maybe you'd need the extra money on this one, whereas on the other one you wouldn't need the extra money? Probably an idea like that. I want to upgrade the job quality there, make sure people work that, because the wool's important. Wow, we're gonna have a lot of jobs available. This is gonna be good. Edicts. Just double checking to see if there's anything I want. Not really. Are those sugar plantations up yet? Because I want to upgrade those. Boop. Debt doesn't matter yet, because people don't vote for me! Yay! So what's this at?
Our research team.
God damn
that
it.
is to say me.
I'm researching too fast. It's out of control. Wow, that's really good. It's not even fully staffed. Getting researched very quickly, too. Every 5 or 6 months.
I tried to talk to the pirates about
New dock. Well, we are building docks. Just have so many things to build out of one construction office right now. Don't have enough open jobs to do more construction offices yet. Although, I just remembered I need to up the budget. Gotta make sure people work those and that the effectiveness is
I
high.
remember that time we really wanted to drain some brains here to Tropico. It was so depressing when we failed.
Okay. I've no idea what they're talking about, but, have 5 mansions. Okay. That's something I wanted to do anyway. It's mansions. Have mansions. Weird. Mentor would be good. And this one will always be staffed with people because of the high wealth and job quality, so I can put the agent in there to discover managerial traits
I
of those
sat
people.
with 3 other members of the research team.
So I think this will be very effective. Yeah, increase the effectiveness of the Teamster office so they can move the goods around, because we're going to have a lot of goods
His
to
Royal
move.
Majesty has instructed.
Let's also extend this road. So it connects up that way. There we go. And that way. Just more options to make sure that things don't get blocked up later. I think it's a good idea. We're already doing pretty good on the exporting. Although I'd like it to be better. Just gotta make sure that the effectiveness on all these things is really high. Which is surprisingly not too hard to do. Goat ranches are very important. Overfeeding is very important. In fact, all of these upgrades are pretty important. Just need to get more things built, though.
We just discovered the number of times.
At least we're making some money off that. Here's one thing that this game doesn't have that I wish it did, that the previous game did. Construction Office, when you click on it, doesn't tell you what they're working on right now. That's annoying.
In a flash of brilliance, His Royal Majesty figured out how to fix all of your island.
I could do that.
My good fellow, I have it from a very...
Alright, where's another gold mine then? Come on. Can't click it. Okay. Do I see any gold? There's no way they'd give me an objective that's just impossible. That might be it right there. I see a little bit of yellow. Well, if not, it'll explore at least.
Arms, Presidente. I mean...
More money! They really, really think that this is going to be difficult. Which I don't blame them for thinking that. It kind of is.
Presidente.
Alright, let's get those docks. I'm going to quick build them, because I want the
Thanks
immigrants.
to your efforts.
That'll fill the jobs for us. Alright, that puts us in a little bit better of a place. Between both of those, we got 33 new immigrants coming in, which will fill a lot of jobs. Which is good, because we have a lot of jobs. New plantation, cotton. Do we have a cotton one up yet? No, which is good, because that means that I don't need to build an extra
His
to get the
Royal
achievement.
Majesty.
The achievement, the mission, whatever you want to call it. Oof. Oh, well, there's still location bonus, so it's not quite as bad as it could be. Did I misplace that? Fucking hell, of course I did. Ugh, that's annoying. That's really annoying! Alright, is that gold or what?
Presidente, after some...
Newspaper unlocked. Have that ready.
So there was
We found it!
gold in those mountains. Jolly good, old chap. I believe it's only fair that I get a piece of the pie, having supplied the information and all that.
I'm just gonna get revolutionary support, because I don't think I'm gonna have any trouble getting to this goal. We're ravaging the goal. Job situation, how we doing? No unemployment? Good. And there's still some open jobs.
His Majesty's plans have been...
Cotton, easy. Already doing it. Alright, this is gonna be really easy. I'm doing quite well on this island, which means,
It's all a hoax.
Oh.
To think I admire the pirates for their free spirit. It turns out that they also follow a king. The Pirate King.
Why would sending Lord Oaksworth increase revolutionary support? If anything, sending him would get us trade routes. But whatever. I want the support right now. Just remembered, I have more ships I could be sending out, which is wise. To use the ships, that is, not to completely forget. Okay, red tape will get us urban development, which I want, so I can start getting some mansions up. Because homelessness is a little, terrible right now. This tea is wonderful. I'm having some Twinings Earl Grey, which is my favorite tea.
The king is very excited about your rivalry with Cayo di Fortuna and Bao. He fancies the idea of pitting his two best governors against each other to break the monotony of life at court.
This is totally it. This is totally all one timeline. Because I remember them saying that Isla Roja was the one that was increasing my tax. Alright, tax them. Wow, we're almost done this mission. Holy shit. Alright, let's upgrade these then. No, I don't want tobacco upgrades, because that degrades the quality over time. Banana's good, though. Shouldn't have done the pineapple one, now that I think about it, because, the pineapple one isn't gonna help.
It seems that your rival has some crafty and rather undesirable allies. A man going by the name of Leon Kane used his influence to pull him out of the misery.
We have invented...
Oh, what was I saying? I've already forgotten. Great. Dwarfs, pineapple, yeah, I didn't need to upgrade the pineapple plantation right over here, because its upgrade just makes other pineapple plantations in the area better.
Tropico itself has given us a way to gain our independence.
Eh.
Great jumping llamas, Presidente.
More gold! Man, they're making this easy for us. Alright, urban development. It's expensive, but it lasts quite a long time, and it makes mansions about as cheap as tenements. They still take up a lot of room, though. I think that'll do for now. They'll have to have their own housing district later, though, just because they're fairly large and they take up a lot of room. But it gives something for the construction office to build, and it'll increase the housing happiness quite a bit by the people who live in houses, at least. And only the wealthy will be voting because of my voting rights I'll be doing. So the people who are voting are probably going to be living in the mansions and be quite happy with their housing. So that helps. Plus, you make a decent amount of money off people living in mansions because the rent is high and you need to be rich to live there.
Tropico itself has...
It turns out...
I already have an opera.
Jolly good news.
Revolutionary support. Which I believe we pretty much have under control now. Oh, close to it. We don't have as many revolutionaries as we do royalists, but the revolutionaries like us a lot. Ooh, it just got even better. Yep. Can't wait till I can make some money off that. Might want to send out another exploration. Yeah, I kind of need the room. We'll be expanding as soon as we go to the World Wars, I think, so we should explore a bit more. No military yet, which is surprising that we haven't been attacked at all. Let's get the usual triple guard tower. I'll do it beside the palace this time. And they can just build that at their own pace, because the mansions are probably more important, but they can do whatever they want. Ooh, housing quality. Very high. Yeah. Beautiful location. Negative beauty. What the fuck?
His Royal Majesty has instructed me to present you with this letter of commendation.
I actually
for
don't
your
need the
achievements
mandate
in the name
at all,
of the
because we've
Empire.
won, so colonists.
Herr Presidente, I'm afraid my calculations proved correct. The events rearrange themselves so that time may continue its predetermined course.
Yep, your other self. Even the slightest difference will change the pattern. Kane has managed to earn independence of the other colony and his plan continues unabated. Alright. Well, what's next? Amass a treasury while exploiting unique opportunities. Get rich quick. That definitely sounds capitalist to me, so on the next episode we're going back onto Ilo Rojo, our capitalist island. Until next time, have a nice day.